people that are called Oluyare in Ife today, they are Igbo people. When we say Igbo, are there houses in Ife today that are named Igbo? Yes. There are those people who were there all the while in that swampy area, who also have their own identity, but they're also Yoruba people. They are still in Ife today and they are Igbo, not Ugbo. And that's why I tell people, stop saying, oh, it's the Ugbo, it's not the Igbo. It's the Ugbo and the Igbo. It's the same group, but it's not Igbo. Oni was right, by the way, Omoba, Oni was right by saying they are Igbos in Ife. Their family house is in Ife. It is true. But it is not the Igbos of the Southeast, but they are indeed Igbo people, but not Igbo. And I'm not saying Igbo like to say IBO. I'm saying Igbo as IGBO in the tongue of the Southeasterners. They don't call it Igbo. They call it Igbo. So the ones in Ife today, they are the ones that came back to the Are. Are is the crown. Oluyare. In other words, now you have the protection of the king. You have the protection to seek refuge. Thank you. You have the protection of the crown. They are still in Ife and they are Igbo. The ones who left, some of them were the ones who used to come back to Ife, the one that would come back from time to time to raid the place. They were also called Igbo. They were the ones that Moremi eventually went with. Some of them had moved, to what we now call Ilaje area of Ondo State. The Igbo who used to raid the town, eventually some of them, of course, settled at Ilaje. The ones who came back home still live in Ife till today. Those ones who came back home, we don't call them Ugbo. Their houses are still referred to as Igbo. Why? Because just about everything in Ife that used to be U is now I, including the name Ife. When you go to Benin and they want to talk about the king of Ife, he is called Ogene Nuhe. Ogene is Oni. Nuhe, this entire conversation, would you hear anything that has to do with anybody in the southeastern part of Nigeria? And I will say this to Yoruba people, please, and I've said that 2 or 3 times, I will say it one more time. Maybe I'll say it again. Don't tell them that it is not Igbo, it is Ugbo. It is both Igbo and Ugbo. What it is not is Igbo. And maybe we should start spelling the name as it's pronounced. Igbo is pronounced I-B-W-O. That's the proper way to pronounce Igbo, even in Igbo language. It's not I-B-O. It is definitely not I-G-B-O. It is actually I-B-W-O in pronunciation.